Hi everyone, we're back with season 3 of Venturous Talk. I'm your host for today, Caitlin Nicole, your current Deputy Agency Head of Venturous PR. And here with me today, I have a special guest, Mr. Carliff from YesHello.
Thank you. Hi, Caitlin.
So for our new listeners who've just tuned in, for your information, Mr. Carliff was served by the previous batch of Venturers. So welcome back to Venturous PR, and could you just introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. Yes, my name is Carliff, 43 years old, founder and CEO at YesHello. I grew up here in KL, but then I think a few years ago I got married and we left and stayed in Kota Kinabalu for like 10 years. Then we only just moved back in 2018. After we moved back, we started a new company, which is YesHello. Then the lockdown happened, and here we are, right? So a little bit of a journey, getting to know, Malaysia, Semenanjung, and living over there, very different. I ran a few businesses, so when I was there, I was running a training company. And that's when I learned how to do some coding and tech and stuff like that. Okay. Then that led me to YesHello, and that's how I got into tech.
I see, okay. So, since your last meeting with Venturous PR, is there any updates or progress updates you have about your company?
Sure, yes. So Venturous PR, when was that? Was it in July, August? July. So July, August, yes. So July, the article came out, and then in August, we won the Sunway Super Accelerator. Wow. So we entered a Sunway Accelerator program. I think that was like maybe 80 companies, 80 startups. So we were the final 5. Wow. And so it was perfect timing, you know. I got some articles coming up from you guys, then introduced to BFM, so we came up to BFM, and then a couple of more articles. Then because we won, they introduced a few investors. So it kind of became like perfect timing, right?
Like a domino effect, it's just good things happening here.
Yeah. I think it started off, I don't know, is this something to do with how media works or whether you guys are friends together? I don't know, right? So once one media does something, and then they'll probably catch it and then list to one another. So, but when there's none at all right now, then nothing happens. So it's like, interesting. So maybe it's, I don't know, do you guys share?
Well, sometimes, yeah. I mean, if a media outlet sees they're posting about this, they're writing a story about this, maybe we should get onto that as well.
Yeah, I feel that, I feel like once it's posted, something's posted, it has to be like a mainstream media, right? One mainstream media posts, then something else will happen. Same thing happened when we first launched last time in 2020, August. We got an article from, what's the place name? Vulcan Post. So Vulcan Post just came and interviewed us just out of the blue. From there, suddenly a lot of other stuff happened, like 6 or 7 other articles. And then when it finished nothing, right? So yeah, I think maybe this is a strategy I gotta take.
Yeah, so it's like one period of the time, it's like, we got this article and this article, and then the next is just quiet.
Right, so I've never really focused on PR so much, so maybe there's something I gotta focus on, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Schedule every 3 months. Every 3 months, I gotta make sure one comes out. Yeah. Then, after the second month, then it has a roll out, then I start again and start again. Maybe.
Okay. So, moving on to our next question. What was your favorite thing about working with Venturous PR, and how satisfied were you with our services?
Okay, how was it? I think first time I met you guys, I think it was 4 of them. Can't remember their names, damn it. Very nice, they're very nice people, very professional, and fun. I felt that it wasn't so it didn't feel like a PR kind of thing. It felt like they were trying to help, right? Because it was something to do with MDEC. So I think MDEC introduced me. So I got an email. Yeah, I remember now. I got an email from MDEC saying, hey, we're doing this program where you got chosen to do this PR thing with this company, right? So end result is I get to have this thing published. They'll do a strategy thing for me, and I get to meet them. Then I can ask some questions. I didn't know who they were. Like, I'm quite excited. This is free thing. Okay, I'll do it. Then the first time I met the guys was on Zoom. They were very nice on Zoom. But the second time I met them was very nice. It was physical. That was the impression, I think, where I got the feeling they were very nice. They were very human lah, right? It didn't feel like they were doing it as a project. I think that's what I felt. I felt like they were not doing it as a project.
Like they just genuinely wanted to help out.
Yeah, I don't know. It felt like it was something. I don't know. Maybe when I was in college, it felt different. Like project felt very dry, very like okay, I'll just get it done, right? They went out of their way. They asked nice questions. When I reached to the table, there was I think 4 of them. The table was half this size, and then 2 of them brought extra people with cameras and equipment and everything. So, and then when I came, they were like, "Oh, hi, Mr. Carliff," and then everybody stood up, and then they came to me, and we were at Starbucks at KLCC, and everybody was like, "Oh, who's this person?" Right, being greeted like a whoever. So that was very nice. That's what I remember. But yeah, and then they kept in contact. Any questions that I had, they were very open to help. I think 3 months ago, a couple of months ago, 2 months ago, I met one of them at another session somewhere. I was in a mastermind with like 10 other businesses. So we meet once a month. And he was there. He was one of the I think interns or a new pekerja or something like that. So it was nice that he recognized me. I almost didn't recognize him.
Happens lah, it's only human.
Yeah, but it's so nice. He came over, said, "Hi, do you remember me?" Right?
Wow. Okay. So, from your experience with the previous ventures, what can we do to improve our services?
Interesting. What can you do to improve? Actually, you're so good, so professional already. What can you guys improve on? Okay, there's one part where you guys were doing like a strategy kind of document, I think. PR plan. I think it was a PR plan, right? It was very, very thorough PR plan. So I think at that time, this is a minor thing. They were putting the budget at like quite a big budget, and it was an amazing plan, but startups don't have that much cash to spend. Yeah. So it was like, oh man, I wish I could do it, right? Yeah. So maybe just to take a look at what is the capability of the startup. Otherwise, I feel so like macam terlepas. Oh man, I cannot do that. This looks so awesome. Yeah, okay. So, but it was great. They went back and they did the second version. Maybe that, but even that is not so bad. What else? Maybe like a standard way of doing the photo shoot, maybe, right? So the photo shoot that day, they brought us to KLCC. Like ad hoc things, just bring us around, okay, stand here and do that. So maybe like a standard way, right? It didn't feel like there was a process for that, right? So
like just like a wing it.
It's not bad, but it would have been like a next level thing. So, Carliff, this is how we do a photo shoot. Okay. First is, so what we're going to do today is we're going to do this, and then this is the end result you're going to get, something like this. Boom, let's go, right? So I know exactly what to do. So it felt like I had to lead a little bit in that session. Okay. Or maybe it was just me, I don't know, right? So that, and then I felt like terlepas that I couldn't go to meet everybody at the closing. Right, so everybody was there at the closing. I was invited, but why didn't I go? Scheduling thing, but I felt like macam I missed out on something that I didn't go. So that's one. Anything else? Oh, after, right? So after the whole project, maybe because I didn't go to the closing, so I didn't know what was next. right? So I had the assumption that the PR plan was going to be implemented by you guys. That's what I thought.
Oh, okay.
So I was like, okay, cool, the plan looks good, I'm waiting, I've got the money ready, okay, oh, I see, it's a plan for me to do, got it. Yeah, maybe that one wasn't...
So like it wasn't clear, you weren't informed of that lah.
Yeah. So yeah, I was expecting, and then, oh, it didn't happen, or maybe I misunderstood, right? So that's one. And then, but yeah, and I really like those guys, those four. It would have been great to know what they did after, so, right? It's like, you know, we went on a date and then suddenly they're gone from my life.
Didn't call you back.
Didn't call me back, right?
Okay, so more into your company now. What are your plans to improve as a company and be more recognizable?
So PR is one of our strategies this year. So when I say this year, it's because we do our planning 3 months before the end of the year. So our October is our year.
It starts now.
Yeah, it starts now. So this next 12 months, PR is one of them. I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. That, and then also joint ventures with companies or organizations who are already also helping SMEs. So we help SMEs. So we're going to find people who are also helping SMEs. So I think partnerships and JV is another big thing that we're going to do this year. So the PR thing will make us look good, so that when we go and meet our partners, they go like, oh, you already have a lot of this PR, very cool. So if we partner with you guys, that means we're going to have some of that, right? So that's the plan. Okay. So we'll see how that works.
So based on your PR, have you implemented the PR plan that was developed?
Nope. No, yeah. I was hoping that you know, you guys were going to implement it. So challenge with startups is that resources very little, right? So we really have to take care of our cash, take care of the projects that we take on, because it's only very small group of people. So no. So the challenge is who to implement it. And even if I get one person or hire somebody, they might not know how to implement PR and stuff like that. So it's another whole headache for me to think about who to hire, so might as well just don't do lah.
I see, okay. Because in the PR plan that was presented to you, one of the 2 goals was to increase your social media presence. Yeah. Has the company been getting more recognition?
Social media?
Yes.
No. Reason for that is our social media person left. Oh. Not a bad thing. I mean, she found something extra, you know, awesome punya job. You know, best wishes to her. But so we've got you know, the task is given to the team currently, who are not social media people, right? So posting, we just post. So it's like a just get it done, check the box kind of thing. So it's not that good, right? We're looking for an agency maybe to do it, or yeah, again, to hire somebody who knows how to do it, right? But to do it how, I don't know. To do it in a PR way. PR way is not very measurable, right? Or to do it in a performance marketing kind of way, which is measurable. Yeah. So for small businesses like us, we tend to go for more of the measurable one, so that we know 1 ringgit put, we know where it comes in, what is the result, blah, blah, blah. PR is great, but maybe, yeah. So maybe something that's cheaper PR, free PR, I don't know. PR is good, I know it's good, I know it does great results, it's just I cannot measure it and I don't know how to do it, and I guess as long as it's done, we'll just do it.
So, do you have any plans to increase your social media following?
Sure, of course. Yes. This year we want to get to 1,000 subscribers for YouTube. And we're going to do YouTube as our main hub for content. Then we're going to take that and then, you know, cut it and piece it out and put it everywhere else.
So, you post on YouTube first and then take that and post it on Instagram and Facebook?
Yeah, I think that tactic probably would be the least work for me, right? So I just do it one time and then pass it to somebody to just chop it up. But yes, I think the how to is another thing, right? So what is going to work now? What is... Okay, here's my challenge. You tell me whether you have a solution, right? So we want to talk to SMEs. We want to talk small businesses. We want to talk to small businesses that's not people who just start. So they're not the startup people.
Like they've already been there for a while.
Yeah, been there for a while. So we want to talk about, we want to talk to like maybe companies like, like Lee Frozen Foods.
Yes.
They've been around, right? They're a big company, but they're not like humongous.
Didn't they rebrand recently?
Yeah, Fenby or something like that, right? So something like that. But they're nowhere to be found unless we approach them direct. So what we want is we want like 1,000 of Lee Frozen Foods in one place where we can meet them or talk to them or approach them. So that's our challenge. How to find a group of these people all in one place that we can efficiently talk to.
All in one place, meaning?
Yeah. So if I want to talk to smart people who want to be in PR, who want to, one day open a business, and they are currently students. Where do I go? I go to Taylor's, this department, and then talk to you guys. There's 17 of you guys,
I see, okay.
Right? So if I want to talk to startups,
Yes.
then I go to accelerators. I can go to Sunway. Sunway, you got accelerators. You got 10 accelerators. Each accelerator got 70 people, so that's 700 startups I can talk to. But there's a challenge. So if I want to talk to Lee Frozen Foods, where do I go? Right?
Yeah.
So that's my challenge right now. I know exactly who I want to talk to. The challenge is I don't know where they hang out that I can go and put my message there.
Do they not have like an HQ you can go to?
Yeah, I can go one by one.
Yeah.
But
not all of them together.
yeah, so I want a place where it's easier. So that's the type of marketing I want to go and do, right? So not the one by one. Otherwise, I can probably go like 2 or 3 per week.
Sure.
If all I do. Then there's only 50 weeks. There's only like 100, maybe 150 max companies that I'll chat, right? It takes too much time.
Yes.
So that's the challenge with PR. I can put it out there, but how do I get that message in front of the people that I want to read? Magazines, I guess, trade magazines, right? Events like conferences, maybe, right? But expensive, right? To have a booth is 10 grand.
Yes.
Sponsors, 50 grand. So that's the challenge.
I think the only way for like a cheaper alternative would be just promote on social media.
Yes, so that's another thing. Social media before was very good because targeting was very good, right?
Yes.
Now, not so good. So even same ad, same audiences, not much people take on. So yeah, leads are less. So that's the current challenge last couple of months. This changes. So we try to figure out another way to do it. So that's why we want to get into JVs. So JVs, straight away we'll probably find, so who serves all our clients? We try to figure out. So our clients are SMEs, like mentioned just now. So who are helping them? Maybe payment providers are helping them. Maybe they are buying accounting services. So that's who we're going to go for. We're going to go to, hey, are you an accountant? Do you have 1,000 customers? Then we'll JV with them. How? I don't know yet, right? So we're going to make it look like quite awesome to these accountants or to whatever other startups that are serving the same. And say, hey, you see, this is my PR, this is what's happening. Come join me, and then together I'll market you to my clients, and you market me to your clients, and we'll do that. So if I do that once every week, so that's 50 companies. Each company has 1,000, that's 50,000 people, right? 50,000 businesses. There's a plan, so I don't know how I'm going to do it yet.
So this partnership starts...
Yep, we're already starting.
Already starting. Okay. So speaking of partnerships, would you ever form a partnership with Venturous PR if it's possible?
Yes, open to partnerships. Any win-win, any exposure to the people that we want to talk to, can, whatever, right?
Okay. Do you have any message or advice for our viewers?
Who are your viewers? Your students?
Students, future clients, possibly.
Cool, okay. So if you're a student, Yeah, I think we were talking about just now building an audience with our friends here, right? Hey friends? Building an audience. So if you guys want to do PR, I think the best thing that you guys can personally do is build an audience. Your own audience to who, so that this problem that I have, you can personally solve it, right? So not Venturous can solve it, you personally can solve it. So now a PR company will go like, wow, okay, I want to hire this person because not just they know how to do all these things, the channel that they have is already perfectly serving the people, blah, 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 right? So that means you already know who you're helping and what is the problems. So that's one. Another thing is, I think that's about it.
That's about it?
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, I think you have your channel. If this is exactly what you want to do, pick the niche, right? Pick the niche. So I don't know. You want to do wellness? What's the biggest like wellness company that you know in Malaysia? Yeah, maybe pick one, right? Pick one of the wellness ones. The massage place. What's that massage place that's everywhere? Yeah. Thai Odyssey, boom. That's one, right? So let's say Thai Odyssey. So what you want to do is you want to already think about, okay, I want to JV and partner with the Thai Odysseys of Malaysia. So figure out who are the people who go to Thai Odyssey. Are they the one living in the village somewhere in somewhere we don't know? No, that's not the thing, right? So we're going to think about, okay, how do I get people who go to Thai Odyssey to watch and subscribe to me? Content, it could be events, it could be JV with Thai Odyssey themselves for now, and then help them do stuff. Then suddenly you have a list of 1,000 people. Then later on, that list will become your asset, and that asset is forever. Like forever. My asset that I built when I first started my business doing trainings is the same asset that I use now. Is that subscriber list, email list. So if there's one thing I'll say to do is just that. Build your community and your list. Community, like people call it now, right? Last time we called it a list. Build your list now. That email, free.
Okay. Then that's a wrap for the first episode of season 3. I'm your host again, Caitlin, and I just want to say thank you to Mr. Carliff for coming here to record this podcast with us. So thank you very much, and see y'all next time.
See ya.